yesterday we discussed about the want of factor, abnormal molecular mass, want of factor and degree of dissociation. So want of factor was defined as the extent of dissociation accretion, that was defined as the ratio of the number of moles get dissociated accreted to the total number of moles taken for the reaction. In the degree of dissociation, that how much amount of substance is dissociated, that is noted by alpha. So today we will discuss numerical based on the I, that is want of factor, and degree of dissociation, that is alpha. Before discussion of numerical, I should take one more point that is generally asked in board examination. So that is I, if I is 1, if I is less than 1 and I is more than 1. So this number of times this question has been asked in board examination. So you are given values or rough values of I, and you have been asked that what is the nature of solution, particularly nature of solute will present in the solution. So if I is 1, solute is, nature of solute is non-electrolytic. Non-electrolytic solute which do not dissociate or associate. So whenever value is considered I is 1, means there is no dissociation, no association, means solute is non-electrolytic in nature. If I value is less than 1, then what should be the solute? Solute should undergo association. Solute is associated. How can you make an idea? If I value is less than 1, how did I say that it is association? There is association of in the solute. As you know, I was equal to normal molecular mass divided by abnormal molecular mass or molecular weight. So I value will be less than 1, in which condition? When abnormal molecular mass will be higher. So abnormal molecular mass will be increasing when the molecules are associating. So if there is association, abnormal molecular mass will be higher than normal molecular mass. That's why value of I will be less than 1. If value of I is more than 1, then solute undergoes dissociation. Similarly, if there is molecule get dissociated, so abnormal molecular mass will decrease, value of I will increase. So on the basis of value of I, we can determine whether a non-volatile solute present in the solution is electrolytic in nature or non-electrolytic nature. If it is non-electrolytic, I value should be 1. If it is electrolytic, I value may be less than 1, maybe more than 1. So this is electrolytic. So this question number of times has been asked, electrolytic solute. बोलो मैडम, क्वेश्चन बोलिए. ये क्वेश्चन बोलिए, पेज नंबर this one.
A solution containing,
just wait. A solution containing
0.5 gram
0.5 gram of
KCl,
yes,
dissolved in 100 gram of water, freezes at minus 0.24 degrees Celsius.
minus 0.24
degree
Celsius.
Calculate percentage ionization of the salt. Kf for water.
Kf
for water is
1.86
Kelvin per mole.
So a solution containing 0.5 gram of KCl dissolved in 100 gram of water freezes at minus 0.24 degrees Celsius. Calculate percentage of ionization. You may call it ionization word may be replaced by distillation. Ionization and distillation more or less are the same thing. So calculate percentage of ionization of salt, and Kf value is given to you by 1.86 Kelvin per mole. So first of all we will see what things you are given. We are given mass of solute, mass of KCl, that is 0.5 gram, and we are given mass of solvent, that is 100 gram. We can calculate the mass because we know the name of solute, so we can determine the molecular mass of solute. Molecular mass of KCl, that is 39 plus 35.45, that is 74.5 gram per mole. So you know the molecular mass of KCl also, and you know the freezing point of the solution, that is minus 0.24. So delta TF, that is equal to freezing point of solvent minus freezing point of solution. This is the relationship between delta TF, freezing point of solvent, and freezing point of solution. So freezing point of solvent is 0 degrees Celsius. Freezing point of solution is, that is minus 0.24 degree Celsius. तो वैल्यू कितनी होगी? प्लस 0.24 डिग्री सेल्सियस. तो डेल्टा TF वैल्यू 0.24 degree Celsius. Okay. Kf is also given to you. We have to calculate value of alpha. First of all, we will calculate value of alpha, then we can calculate percentage of alpha. So yesterday we discussed one relationship between want of factor and osmotic and colligative property. So we can say delta TF equal to I into Kf into small w into 1000 divided by capital M into capital W. Let me repeat again. This is the depression in freezing point equal to want of factor, that is I into molar depression constant into mass of solute into 1000 divided by molecular mass of solute and mass of solvent. We know value of delta TF. We also know value of Kf. We also know value of W. We know value of M and value of capital W. All these things we are knowing, and we can easily calculate value of phi. So after substitution, 0.24 equal to I is to be calculated. This is question mark. So into Kf 1.86 into 1000 divided by 74.5 into 100. So value of phi in this case is obtained. Value of phi, बताने दो.
Value of
I
1.92.
1.92. So after calculation, we get the value of phi 1.92. Now we can use a formula showing relationship between I and alpha. As we know, this compound is such which undergoes dissociation. So alpha value is equal to 1 I minus 1 over n minus 1. This is the relationship between the degree of dissociation and want of factor in case of dissociation, means if solute undergoing dissociation. So we can use directly this formula. So alpha is to be calculated. I value is 1.92 minus 1, or n value will be 1. How can we get value of 1? Because you know the KCl will dissociate into K ion and Cl ion, and number of moles after dissociation are 2. That's why n value will be taken 2, because yesterday we discussed what is n and the total number of moles formed after the dissociation. So that's why n value will be taken 2. So alpha is equal to 0.92. So percent 0.92 into 100. So it is 92%. Dear students, let me tell you, there is another method in most of the books. There is another method is given to solve this problem, but I think this method is best one directly. We use the formula delta TF equal to I into KF into W into 1000 divided by capital M and WM, and we easily calculate the value of alpha. This is the easiest method, I think. So far I am concerned, I think this is the easier method. Now second problem was